Now, close to 20 hours after the right-wing influencer and President Donald Trump's ally Charlie Kirk was fatally shot dead, the manhunt for the killer has intensified, with the U.S. top security agencies being roped in. Now, in what is being described as a major breakthrough, the FBI has released pictures of this person of interest connected to the attack. The person, described as a male appearing to be of some college-going age and dressed in dark clothing, was captured in security camera footage at the Utah Valley University. Now, the officials say that increased public awareness will lead to the person's rapid identification. As the investigation is ongoing, the U.S. federal agents have announced the recovery of a high-powered bolt-action rifle that was believed to be the weapon used in the attack.
Our investigators have worked through those neighborhoods, contacting anybody they can with doorbell cameras, witnesses, and have thoroughly worked through those communities, trying to identify any leads. We do have good video footage of this individual. We are not going to release that at this time. We are working through some technologies and some ways to identify this individual.
Now, in addition to this, investigators have collected a footwear impression, palm print and forearm imprints from the scene, all of which are undergoing meticulous forensic examination.
This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. So the FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon. Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints for analysis.
Now, this was the moment when Charlie Kirk was seen clutching his wound as panic erupted amongst the students. The attendees screamed and ducked for cover and then scrambled across a nearby fountain in a desperate bid to escape the courtyard.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
All right, it's ironic that Charlie Kirk was shot dead when he was answering a question about mass shooters in the United States. Now, the outdoor event was a part of Charlie Kirk's American Comeback Tour, which aimed to engage college students at university campuses across the nation. Now, the gathering featured a question and answer segment, and Charlie Kirk was seated addressing cultural and political topics, including that of mass shootings in the United States. Now, eyewitnesses reported shortly after noon, as Charlie Kirk responded to an audience question, there was a single loud gunshot that rang out. Emergency responders quickly rushed to Charlie Kirk to a nearby hospital in an attempt to save his life, but despite their efforts, he succumbed to his injuries and was declared dead several hours later. Now, the American President Donald Trump has condemned the killing and has ordered that the American flag should be flown at half-mast nationwide until sunset on the 14th of September. During a ceremony at the Pentagon, he announced that Charlie Kirk will be posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian honor in the United States.
Miss him greatly, yet I have no doubt that Charlie's voice and the courage he put into the hearts of countless people, especially young people, will live on. I'm pleased to announce that I will soon be awarding Charlie Kirk posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Now, according to reports, this latest attack is one of at least 300 cases of political violence in the United States since 2021. The frequency of these incidents has risen sharply after 2016, coinciding with Donald Trump's first presidential campaign. All right, now joining us on the broadcast, we've got our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who's joining us from New York. Susan, at this point of time, the investigations are ongoing. The security agencies there have released a couple of images of this person of interest. But how close are they saying that they are in capturing this individual?
So FBI authorities say that they're very confident that they're going to capture this individual. They say they also have very good video footage of this individual, the suspect. However, the Salt Lake City FBI division in Utah posted the pictures that we're seeing now, asking the public to share any information they have on the individual. And I can tell you that picture is plastered all over news networks here in the United States as we speak, ongoing. And it's very hard to imagine that the internet isn't going to find him. But the FBI, of course, is saying that they have very credible leads as well. I do want to say that we saw an image of the weapon, and we're getting reports that the weapon was an imported .30-06 caliber Mauser bolt-action rifle, and it was discovered wrapped in a towel in the nearby woods where the shooting took place. We're also learning from the Wall Street Journal that first reported, according to an internal memo, Department of Firearm and Tobacco has said that they saw that the ammunition inside the rifle was engraved with messages of transgender and anti-fascist ideology. Of course, we're waiting to get this full confirmation from the FBI, but it appears that there was some kind of political motivation behind this shooting.
Right, and also tell us about the venue where this incident has happened, because it appears to be inside a university campus where Charlie Kirk was having a question and answer session with the university students. You know, how is it possible for someone to be armed with a gun like this to walk inside of the university campus without being challenged by the security agencies there?
Yeah, that's a very valid question. You know, Charlie wasn't a political figure. His security team was definitely limited. But also, you know, culturally, when you think about college campuses, that is a venue usually known for free speech, for free thought, where people can go and express their views. And Charlie's programs always centered around civil debate, and he always encouraged people that disagreed with him to come in front of the line and argue about different social, political, and other issues. So it is very eye-opening right now that something like this happened. I do want to say that there are unconfirmed reports that there was a screwdriver also found alongside that weapon, which may indicate that the weapon was sort of reassembled at some point. We're going to get confirmation regarding that, but nonetheless, it has really opened the conversation not only about campus security, but also about where is safe at this point in the United States.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Susan Tehrani, for joining us with all those updates then. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.